to my channel. My name's Marissa, Mkissa Creations, here on Flosstube and on Instagram, and thank you for visiting me. This channel is primarily about cross stitch, and today it will be only about cross stitch. Sometimes I throw in a little bit of quilting, but that is not today. Today is Wednesday, August 14th. So we're coming up on 3 weeks for me, which I had been trying to do updates every 2. So it's a little bit longer than I expected, but the Olympics were so much fun, both to watch and to stitch. So I did the Summer Olympics with the nap time stitcher, and I had the best time. It got me to stitch on so many projects. I had a new start. It helped me participate in a SAL. And I just spent a lot of time watching Olympics, so I wasn't watching a lot of Flosstube, so Flosstube wasn't really on the forefront of my mind. And then once the Olympics ended, it was time to do Flosstube. So I've been trying to catch up on other Flosstubes, and also finally feeling motivated to do my own again and make sure that I shared all of the awesome things that I stitched. So big thank you to the nap time stitcher. I really appreciate everything you did to put into getting the SAL going. She made a beautiful printable booklet, and she posted a Instagram photo every day that you could use either to start your Instagram post off or just as a reminder of what the day's stitching was. I made it through, I think, maybe day 10 or 11. I ended up kind of having a busy week at the end, and also I find even we killed it in track and field, and I did watch a lot of track and field, but once swimming and gymnastics kind of taper off in the Summer Olympics, I tend to not watch as much. So I'm really excited because I heard that in 2028 they're flip-flopping them because of the way that they're doing and setting up the pool for the Summer Olympics in LA. So I think they're gonna do the track and field part first and then delve into the pool aspect of the Olympics. So if you didn't know that, I hope that that's true. I think that that's true. I was watching something about how they are converting like stadiums into pool settings, and that's what's happening for LA. They're like not doing it at somewhere that already has a pool. They're going to make a pool somewhere, and so the time that they need to do that is what's causing the flip-flop. Anyway, long story long. The Summer Olympics were awesome, and thank you to the nap time stitcher for everything she did to get us all stitching for the Summer Olympics. I had so much fun. So let's talk about, this is just going to be like a big whip video because I had myself stitching. I did taper off at the end, like I said, but I made a lot of progress on stuff. So I wanted to show that to you all. Let's start with my new start. So I think that was maybe the first day or the second day, and I started, let's see, where's a good picture of this? Lizzie Kate's Christmas Rules. So it's a big long piece, and I started with the border, which is a free printable on the Lizzie Kate website. It has the layout of everything, and then it has the pattern for this top border up here. And oh, it got exceptionally dark. There we go. Hi again. Didn't like that white piece of paper, I guess. Okay, so I got a good start, and I got the word Christmas done. And then Needle Minder says, all I want for Christmas is you. Just kidding. I want cross stitch. I am stitching it in DMC. I wrote down all the called for DMCs. I am stitching it in DMC as is. This is DMC. I may change stuff as I get there. But the colors carry through all of the patterns in the pattern, and so I want to remain consistent. So I might kit it up, but it'll get kitted up when it gets kitted up. I don't know when I'm going to pick this back up again. I'm sure there will be some Christmassy themed stitching to have somewhere soon as we approach the holiday seasons. The next thing I got out was for the Parade of Nations, was ByGone Stitches One Nation. So I will show you, I'll post a thing before picture and then show you where I am now. I got a little bit of one of the stars done, and then I also finished most of the word Georgia. So I was primarily, let's see, I'll fold it, working in this area. So I got the outline for another star done, and then once I finish the text for the word Georgia, then I will stitch the star. So I have a star done for every state that has so far been stitched. So that was a nice motivator to get this out, and it's always good to see progress on it. After that, I pulled out the token, and I have been working on the token. I pulled it out quite a bit for the Stitch the Summer Olympics challenge, or stitch along, and sorry, there are beautiful butterflies on our butterfly bush. I'm distracted. I pulled it out a lot because I really want to get it done before September 1st. I picked up a second job, so I don't know that that is going to happen, but I have been working on it. I've been trying to get a couple stitches into it, or like a length of floss into it each day. But so here's Long Dog Samplers, the token. I'm probably gonna go, hopefully the camera doesn't go dark again. So Long Dog Samplers, the token, and here's where I'm at. So since you've seen it, I'll put where I was last. But since you've seen it last, I have stitched this motif right here and part of this motif right here. And it's kind of blowing out, but so I got our initials done in aqua, which our wedding colors were red and aqua. And so I got that done. I'm really excited. So I just really have the top, I have the top 2 pages left, and that's where we are. I think it would be doable if I stitch like whenever I have time, but I do other things with my free time too. And so I don't know that it will get done before September. Hopefully I can still get it done before our anniversary, which is September 10th. So even if it's not done before September 1st, I still have the goal of getting it done before September 10th. And I think I can do that. Because if I could stitch, yeah, I can do that. I love this stitch so much. All right. And the aqua will feature one more time in like a top, more of a top motif that has the our wedding date on it. So it had, our initials will be in the aqua, and then the wedding date will be in the aqua, and then I don't think anything else will be in the aqua. Next, I worked on the Santa key. I worked on that because we host once a month, our department at work hosts a crafternoon, and so we get together for a lunch hour and for a wellness lunch hour, and we do crafts. So some people do coloring sheets. There are 2 of us that are cross stitchers. One of our coworkers was like designing a stained glass piece the last time, so that was really awesome. I worked on the Santa key, hands-on designs, and I still have it kind of in my thing. So here's where he's at. So I've gotten a bit more done on him. I'll try to post a picture of where it was for the last video. I don't take as many progress pictures of him because I feel like, I don't know. I guess I just keep expecting him to be done. And he's not done. He won't take that long. He doesn't take that long. I pick him up when I have small bits of stitching time, so I just get little bits done, but that's okay. It will happen. Like I said, there's gonna be an excuse for more stitchy Christmas. Oh, I forgot. So here's the needlepoint silk that I'm using is the Ice Blue range, color 493. So that's like what's going with my reds for the token. It's so pretty. Both of those flosses are just... Alright, next I stitched on Tiki Beach Sunset, which I will post a picture of what it will look like finished because it is I use my digital pattern and I use Pattern Keeper to stitch on this. I added in, I had the number, I think it was 420? Oh, now I'm sad I don't know for you. Wait, hold on. I did stitch a little bit on the Haunted Aquarium. It's right here, but I didn't stitch really enough to show you. I just like got one color of back stitch done on the anemones. I have been slacking on that. Okay, so what did I do? I stitched 428 stitches of 720. So that's like it's this orange, like burnt orangey color. And it was all in this lantern. So that was for a Stitch the Summer Olympics prompt that was stitch something round. And so there's definitely nice round lantern there. So you can see where that's at. And it goes a little bit further, but not much. So I'm still under the 4% mark on Tiki Beach Sunset, and I think I've said before I would really like to get to the 5% mark before the end of the year. That is the plan, so it will still be coming out. I have so far this year stitched 4,190 stitches on that project. And my HAEDs are really the only ones that I keep track of a stitch count for, and I am really excited to do like in the whip parade before and after, and like be able to really like see how many stitches that is and what that looks like. So that will be really exciting. And then next I stitched on the Shores of Hawkrun Hollow. And I stitched on this this is what it will look like when it's complete. I feel like most people have seen this at some point. I stitched on it for both the Stitch the Summer Olympics. So I stitched on it with like something with water and like a summer stitch. And I don't know if there was anything else. But then on August 1st started the Let Your Lighthouse Shine sal with Andrew, the runner stitcher, Alex from Salix Stitches, and one more. Did not write good notes today. Lala D Stitches. So I will put in a picture if I have it of where it was before, and here it is now. And I'll tell you what I worked on. So I filled in the yellow that's around the L, and then I stitched most of the sun, or all of the fill-in of the sun. I had the outline done. All I have left are the seagulls that are flying. I filled in this seagull's beak and feet. Those were missing. And then in the pattern, the sun has a face, and I don't know. I mean, if you like the face, that's fine. You can like the face. We don't all need to like the same thing. But to me, this was not a pattern with a sun with a face. So I just left it off and stitched it. I'm stitching with the DMC conversion that's provided, although I think I did change. I changed what I used for the bird's feet because I did, and beak because I didn't have the color, but I also looked further into the pattern to see where else that color came up, and I chose like a pinkier color. So that's what I use, because there's like a seahorse that's stitched in that color on the next block, and so I'll use that, and I noted that on my pattern, so even if I do put that skein back into my master set, I will still have my notes. And then I'll also have this video that says that it's 7:58. 7:58. That is the color that I'm changing it to, in case I need it. Backup plans of backup plans. Because I've done that before where I'm like, oh, we'll just convert this and then I'll have everything there for me, and no. All right, I have one more to show you, but also I just kind of want to, like, this is my stitchy spot. There's like couch right here, and then my Lowry, and then I have like one of those rolling carts over there. That picture is, whose is that? I think that's Pedal Pusher, Barbie Pedal Pusher. I will double check. Haunted Mansion. I don't know if she has that anymore. Is it even her? I feel like it is. She also did a enchanted tiki room that I have stitched in another room. I want to do that for a video. I want to take you guys around my house and show you all of the cross stitch that I have like hanging up, so you can see what exists in my house as far as stitchy decor. There's also a blue-bowed goose right there, and that was stitched by my husband's aunt Rita, and that was gifted to me by my mother-in-law. I think the goose was gifted to her and then it was gifted to me. So all right, last but definitely not least, I worked on Consider the Lilies. And I worked on it for some of the prompts, like one with an animal and one with more than 2 people and maybe one other one. So I will also put a picture up and show you where I was. I'll put it over here before I started, and then I'm going to show you what I worked on. So I did everything to this side of the house. I would say to the left of the house, but I think for you it's to the right of the house. So this flower, the big bird, the little tiny flower, another little tiny flower, and then this vase, and then I think I had to like right here on the border, or maybe I had these leaves done and then I started stitching on the flower because it was the same color as one of these, and then these 2 flowers are going to be the same color, so I wanted to get this stem done so that when I pulled out this color again, I could just start on this flower also. So that's where we are with Consider the Lilies, and I will open it for you. And I never know if I can get all of it in there, but at least there's most of it. So it's coming along and I'm really excited, and I love this stitch so much, and I love this pattern and the colors. I am stitching it in the called for colors. I am stitching it on a piece of like, it's like polyester linen, I think. I got it at the thrift store. I think I had got 2 yards for $5, and it's comes out to like a 37 count, I think. And this is actually, so Consider the Lilies is charted on, oh, now there's a hummingbird. It's charted on 28 count with only one stitched with only one strand of floss. So it looks even more, if you stitch it the way it's called for, even more like delicate and, what do you call it? Like prim, I guess, than it even looks on here. And it doesn't look prim on here because it's like gray, but. So it's only stitched with one strand. The coverage is amazing though. And this is also the fabric that my One Nation is on, but I dyed it. And then, I don't know, I may or may not be using it for another piece. I haven't decided yet. That is all of the stitching that I have for you. I am going to turn the camera around and hopefully this hummingbird will still be here and get some shots of my butterfly bush with the butterflies and the hummingbirds on it for you. And my plans for next week's, I don't know. I'm gonna work on the token and hopefully just knock it out and not get like bored or annoyed of it, because I really did and was able to like finish the Ink Circles 99. I think I can. I'm very capable of pushing myself to get something done. I really, really would love to knock that project off my list because it is up there in like my oldest whip category. Oh, that was another thing that I worked on Hawk Run Hollow for, was it was like a Stitch Your Oldest Whip or one of your older whips, and Hawk Run Hollow is now my second oldest whip. My first is a Halloween piece that I really have to be in the mood to stitch, and it has to be light out because it's on dark fabric. Even though it's 32 count, it's like shrunken 32 count because I dyed it, and my dyeing process apparently made it smaller. All right, let's see if we can catch the local beautiful animals outside my window, and I will see you in a couple weeks time, hopefully with a finish, and if not, pretty dang close to one. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate you being here. Talk to you later. Bye.